Hello, love. Hey, Josh, how are you? How have you been? It's been a minute. I've got a video uploading right now, and then I got one I need to edit tomorrow before work. Sassy, maybe. Fat, nah. Ooh, it's been a long day. I've been working and working and working and working and doing some more working. Weird, Lori. I wonder why. I'm doing okay. I'm tired. And not like go to bed tired, like just tired. Like if I got in bed right now, I wouldn't be able to go to sleep. Feels like never, Lori. I feel like I live at that place. But our new hire starts tomorrow, so hopefully soon that will come to an end. That's okay. Mm, okay. Let's see. I was off Tuesday. I closed yesterday. I opened today. I closed tomorrow. I work a 13-hour shift Saturday. And that's as far as I know. I don't even know when my next day off is going to be. Maybe 2 different sedation medicines. Okay. Today was my dad's birthday, so we had a little party with just us and him and his wife. And he doesn't really like his birthday, but I told him we have to do something because the kids love birthdays. I got a pimple I keep picking at right here. Hooga, hooga, hooga. Dang, Lori. You can't catch a break. I know it will scar, but now that I started picking at it, I can't stop until it comes off. I'm sorry, you guys. I know that's gross, but okay, it's off. It was just a dry skin over it. Since I felt it, I had to get it off. I don't really care if it scars. Look, I got all these already. That's one more to add to the mix. We just had hamburgers and hot dogs and tiny little cupcakes. Magnets? No, you didn't send me a magnet, and I'm a little sad about it. I'm a little sad about it. Let's see. What else has been going on? I can't even remember the last time we had a chit chat. Don't know. Nothing really spectacular has happened. Anything worth noting? Six baby bunnies and 7 chicks. Oh, well, there is one thing. One thing that's happened since I talked to you guys. And I'm not exactly thrilled about it, but I guess I'll show you first. We'll discuss it later. Ignore the messy bathroom that we're fixing to go into, but let me just show you. Let me show you. Laura, you already know what happened. I already told you. This happened. She's in the bathroom right now because I'm still trying to get the smell out of the carpet so she doesn't start peeing on the carpet where nobody used to pee. She does not have a name because we weren't going to keep her. But now it's looking like I don't have a choice but to keep her. So, gotta find a name. Say hello. Say hello to my little friends. So, what happened was about 2 weeks ago. Actually, it's been about exactly 2 weeks ago now. My dad and stepmom were here for family dinner. When they went to leave at like 8:30 at night, that kitten darted past my stepmom and almost out into the road, but my stepmom grabbed it before it did. And so they brought it in because they thought that it was like a neighbor's kitten that got out because it did have a collar on. We thought it was a neighbor's kitten that had just got out, you know. And oh look, I got a new cup. I think it's a girl. I think it's a girl. And so I posted on our local Facebook yard sale groups, and we have a lost and found pets group for our county that I also posted in. Well, now this was 2 weeks ago when we had all that ice and snow. We had like half an inch of frozen rain on the ground. And so I posted online, you know, and I had a message from somebody saying that they were friends of the owner and that the owner of the cat was away in college. The kitten, not cat, the kitten was away at college, and they don't have Facebook, but their parents are taking care of the kitten, and that she had seen it on Facebook, sent a picture to the owner, and the owner asked her to message me. It was confusing. Anyways. So I was like, yeah, send me pictures of her kitten so I can make sure that it's hers, and then she can come get it. Or her parents can come get it. And then this person was like, well, she wants to know if I can come pick it up. I said, okay, but I need confirmation from you that it's actually the owner and that the owner is telling you or asking for you to come get the kitten, And then somehow, anyways, I just ended up getting the owner's phone number and texting her back and forth, and we had decided we would just take the cat and, take it back to its home when my husband got home from work. So I asked for their address. This was the next morning. So we found it on either a Wednesday or Thursday. We'll say Wednesday, so this was Thursday morning. And they gave me their address. And when I put their address in, and I thought it was like, somewhere relatively close, because that kitten's only like 2 months old. I mean, it's not very old. Maybe 3. It's not very old. And so I thought, okay, it's obviously somewhere pretty close to here. So I put the address into my GPS. And it was 2 miles away across our main highway. Which, fine, stranger things have happened. Except for there's half an inch of freezing rain on the ground. And it's like 10 degrees outside, So I asked the person, I said, how long has this kitten, when did the kitten go missing? And they told me that it went missing Wednesday night at like 6:00. And that's when stuff started not adding up for me, because you mean to tell me this little teeny tiny kitten got 2 miles away in about 2.5 hours when there's half an inch of freezing rain on the road and crossed a major highway, didn't get hit, didn't freeze to death, its paws weren't really that wet, and it wasn't really that cold. So then I was like, I feel iffy on this, So I asked him, I said, that's a little far for this little kitten to have gone in such a short amount of time. So then I asked, is there any, because at this point I think this girl's still away at college. And I said, is there any way, maybe your parents just got tired of taking care of the kitten and just dumped it? And she was like, no, they wouldn't do that. This is a family cat. And so then things were really not adding up, because first she told me it was her cat, but her parents were taking care of it. Now it's the family cat. And so then I was like, okay, I just don't understand how it would have gotten from there to here in such a short amount of time, And they were like, well, maybe it got out and one of my neighbors picked it up and dumped it off at your house or around your house. I was like, nobody picks up a stray animal just to go dump it somewhere else. That doesn't make any sense. And so I just stopped messaging her, right? Because I was like, I really don't think I'm going to end up giving this cat back, because nothing makes sense. And then I go to work. I'm not thinking anything of it. And then she texts me again and she's like, hope you're not ghosting me. I really miss my cat. I'd like to have it home. I'm sitting there thinking, wait, didn't you already miss your cat because you're away at college? And whether or not she's at home or here, you're still away at college, so you're still going to be missing the cat. And then come to find out, this girl's actually only like 16. She's not away at college. It was her messaging me the whole time on Facebook, not her friend. And she's like, it is my cat and I am entitled to it back. And I just popped off like, you know what? I'm under no obligation to give it back to you. It was found in my driveway. Y'all were irresponsible. And then she says, well, we were keeping the cat in our laundry room, and our laundry room has a door that goes to outside, and that door was left open. So at this point, I'm like, you have a kitten in that room, and you just leave the door open? that alone right there doesn't equal good pet ownership. I mean, I understand accidents happen and things happen, but so I just couldn't give the cat back, and I can't find anybody who wants a kitten, and I'm not giving it to a shelter because our shelters are kill shelters. So I guess I got a new cat. Yay. So now I'm gonna figure out a name. Let's see. So far, the cat's name has been Marshmallow, Pickle Muffin, Mrs. Pickle. Be careful, Leroy. Yeah. I mean, the story just didn't make sense. I don't know how the cat made it to my house from there. The pictures of the kitten they sent me looked really similar to this kitten. I'm starting to think maybe this wasn't actually their kitten. And it just looks really similar to their kitten. I mean, it even had the same red collar or whatever, but I don't know. If it was their kitten, it had to have been dumped over here. It didn't just accidentally make it over here that far that fast, in my opinion. But Zach named it Marshmallow, but it was just kind of like a joke. He wasn't really naming it Marshmallow. And so then the kids called it that for like a couple days, and then it's Delson's cat, even though he's terrified of it for some reason. He says it's his cat. So he wanted to name it Pickle Muffin, but we're not naming a cat Pickle Muffin. That's just too long of a name. And so then he just wanted to do Pickle. But that didn't seem like a cat name, so now I'm going to come up with a name for the cat. Yep, we'll be praying for you, Leroy. Just make it home safe. A what? An ass picture? Oh, if it's a boy or girl. Tomato? What? What about a tomato? Oh, naming the cat Tomato. See, but here's the thing. We like a certain, what's the word? Like, listen, we've got 3 dogs. Their names are Achilles, Cypress, and Juniper. And then we have a cat named Nova. So it needs to kind of fit in there. I think Tomato would just throw a wrench in that. Yeah. I want to name it Persia, Pursia, but my husband said no, so he though is still saying we're not going to keep it. But if we can't find anybody who wants it, I guess we're keeping it. Yeah, Delson's funny. He's now at that age where mom and dad kissing is funny. So yep, that is what my 6-year-old named the cat, Pickle Muffin. No school there. We don't have school on Monday. It was 70 degrees here yesterday, and now it's like 25. The hell's happening? Well, I think he got the name Pickle because one of his favorite monster machines from Blaze and the Monster Machines is Pickle. I don't know where the muffin came from. Why are you even driving, Leroy? Pull over. Of course he did. Lori, don't you know that's how all this works? As soon as you put your equipment away, it comes. I'm getting a pimple right there on the edge of my lip. Oh my gosh. Speaking of trucks and driving big rigs, last week, our truck at work is an idiot. The truck driver at work that we had last week is dumb. So he pulled out of our parking lot and he was supposed to go left to the next stop and he went right. And so he was trying to turn around, and instead of turning into a parking lot, that was right there to turn around, he then made another right down a very narrow street that can barely fit two cars on it. Let me rephrase this. Okay. He, instead of pulling off at the stoplight, not the stoplight, but just after the stoplight to a fairly large, empty, not even a building on it, parking lot to turn around. He turns right and goes across the street down a very narrow road that, like I said, it's sketchy getting two, four-door sedans to fit down this road. And on either side of this road there's a parking lot on one side, but cars have to park like with their nose on the building and their butts at the street. Basically, that's how big this parking lot is. And then on the right side of that street is a little old gas station that's now a tobacco supercenter that also has that same kind of parking. There is no really place to turn around. And he tries to turn around in that little area, okay? That's not why he's an idiot. I understand things happen. People make mistakes. I'm getting to the part where he's an idiot. And as he's trying to turn around, he knocks over the sign to the Tobacco Supercenter that then tears down the power lines. And then he knocks a fire hydrant like 40 yards. Don't know how that happened. While people are watching, and then just leaves the scene of the accident. So, about an hour later, our store gets a visit from the police asking if we got a truck that day. We told them, yeah, So we had to call our DC, who then had to figure out which company they had contracted to drive our truck and who their driver was, and have them turn around and come back. And then, so by the time all that had happened, he had made it to his next stop, which was about an hour and a half away. I don't think so. This truck was all silver and it had orange and it was like Schwinzer or Schwinger or something like that. Anyways, so he had already gotten to he was getting to his next stop when the cops showed up at our store. And he had just gotten pulled over in that town. Was pulled over in that town because he had something dragging under his. It may have been Swift, actually. It may have been. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. But he had something dragging under the trailer. So he got pulled over in that town. And then he did his delivery in that town and he had to turn around and come back. And at 4 p.m., he pulled back out of our parking lot and went back on his way. They didn't arrest him for leaving the scene of an accident. I think they gave him a ticket. And whatever company he drives for, just let him drive away. Hey, Sheila, long time no see. And then as he's pulling out of our parking lot, turning left, okay, so they back into the side of our building. Like they back up to the side of our building. That's where we offload. And then if they come out and go right and come out and circle our parking lot, and there's not ever, our parking lot is fairly large for how small our store is, so there's always room for them to circle around. And if they do that, then they'll have no problems getting out of our parking lot, you know. But instead, when he comes back to talk to the cops, he backs up to the side of the building again. And this is like a very tight U-turn that he was trying to make out of our parking lot. So he had to come up the side of the building, come out of onto the pullout, and then make a very sharp left-hand turn to get out of our parking lot. Okay. Well, that's what he did instead of circling the parking lot and, you know, pulling out, so he doesn't have to make such a wide left, like such a narrow left turn or whatever it's called. He gets his left back wheel stuck in this deep ditch. And then as he's trying to get unstuck, he's just like putting it in drive or whatever and hitting the gas, and then putting it in reverse and hitting the gas, and he almost flips his freaking trailer over, and he's got traffic backed up like 6 miles. I'm like, this guy told me he had been driving like he told us when he got to our store that morning that he had been driving truck for 10 years. I'm like, are you sure you haven't been driving a truck for 10 minutes? Because that's what it seems like. Hey, Nicole. Damn. Yeah, so I'm sure he'll be back here for court, and I'm sure the city's going to sue him for damages or the company or whatever. I don't really know how that works. But caused a lot of damage. I'm doing okay. I'm just mentally tired. Not really physically tired, but mentally I'm tired. How are you? So that was an entertaining day. I think the name of the trucking company was C or SCH something. But yeah, there's not see anything else happen. It's noteworthy. That one. That one. Leroy Schneider. Yep, that's it. That's it. Which see, Family Dollar used to have their own truck drivers. But now they contracted out, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes we actually get a Family Dollar driver. Hey, Golden Coin, it's been a long time. How are you? I don't remember your name. Sorry, it's been that long. Uh, Sometimes we actually have drivers who drive for technically Dollar Tree because Dollar Tree owns Family Dollar, but we have sometimes we get drivers that actually drive for Dollar Tree or Family Dollar. But most of the time they're contracted out. They're not actually employed by Family Dollar. And on top of all that happened last week, this wasn't the driver's fault, but this driver was also 24 hours late because his truck needed to be repaired. I wonder why. Where's Erin tonight at? Lori, is everything going okay with her? Oh. I just wanted to make sure she was okay. It's about time for me to color my hair again because my ends, you guys can't see. Y'all can't really tell, but they're like blonde now. I will continue to pray for her, Lori. What else can we talk about? Luca's speech has taken off. Like, I mean, like nobody's business. Oh man. I'm gonna have a cupcake. I think I'm gonna have a cupcake. Um, Good night, Sheila. Yeah, now he can count to 20. I'm gonna put you on this nifty little stand that my husband bought me. And he can say the months of the year. Mm-hmm. I wish these were chocolate, but Walmart only had vanilla. Finally. Well, I mean, they didn't have any chocolate cupcakes. Yeah. Nothing worth noting has happened with Delson except for he went to the eye doctor and he doesn't need glasses. So that's good. Have I already told y'all Delson lost his first tooth like a while ago? Around Christmas, I think. I hate this type of frosting. It's the worst. Hey, Aaron, how are you? I was just asking about you. That's okay, nothing to be sorry about. Just wanted to make sure you were okay. Oh no. Was the impetigo caused from strep? Dang. Kids are rude. Did you tell him to not worry about what the kids at school say? I'm sure. No, but where are you at? Better not be peeing. Move. Move. Oh, that scared the crap out of me, Nova. Don't you do that again. Nova was hiding behind something. And even though she's fixed, since she's been going outside during the day when it's warm, I always have this fear that she's pregnant, even though not possible. She's fixed. Anyways, she was hiding in this little corner, like between the wall and something I had, leaning against it. And when I moved it and looked down at her, I saw her tail, and it looked like a little tiny kitten. I was about to have a freak out, but it was just her tail. Well, and here's the thing. Even if it was herpes, it's none of their damn business, and you still shouldn't make fun of people. Because, like, some people get it at childbirth because their parents had it. No, my kids are off on Monday, but they're not off tomorrow, no. What's tomorrow? I'm hearing of a lot of schools being off tomorrow, but I don't know why schools are off tomorrow. Exactly, like, I mean, heck, you can catch herpes just from helping somebody who's bleeding if you don't know, you know? It's just that's the sad thing is kids don't know that because parents are too afraid to talk to their children about stuff like that. Oh no, Lori. Tell her Aunt Shannon said it'll be okay. You don't want to have a relationship with someone like that anyways. Good for that. That's a good friend. Luckily, it's not here in Arkansas, but in Michigan it is. Your son is screaming for Blaze to be put back on. Did you hear? Huh? Oh, he just didn't like her? Or he just didn't want a relationship, or what? Lori, sometimes we'll never know. People use excuses all the time to make the other, because they think they're making the other person hurt less by using an excuse like that. And really, if you're just honest, honesty is the way you're gonna hurt somebody the least, you know? Your cat scared the shit out of me, by the way. Nova. I went in the room to get something, and you know that thing that I have leaning up against the wall on my side of the bed? She was between that and the wall, and at first I thought she might be peeing. So I moved it and looked down, and her tail looked like a freaking baby kitten. And I thought she was having kittens. Does it taste like a regular carrot? Good deal. Well, at least he was, honest, and he was, you know, and what? I want to try a purple one. I want to try a purple one. Yeah. We're trying rainbow carrots. I'm not gonna be able to catch it.
What? Oh shit! Eat it. What's in?
It's red, not purple.
It's purple.
It's cold.
Okay.
I don't want that. It tastes radishy. I'm not gonna be able to throw it. I don't have my glasses. Told you. I don't like purple carrots. They taste like radishes. Like, not exactly like a radish, but they got like a radish undertone. Not hit the floor. Yeah. Well, I don't miss those days, but here's the thing. If she wouldn't have went all crazy, they could still be friends until things aren't as busy and then try it again. Now that she want to go all psycho. I don't like that. They're like peppery. Weird.
What? These?
The purple ones are peppery. Like, I don't mean like spicy peppery. I just mean like
Pickles.
they'd be in there if we bought them. Probably not in the door. Yeah. Do I need to come find them for you? Yeah. I would. I mean, at least we found out now that she's a little cuckoo bananas. Yeah. Would you like me to come look? Listen, I'm glad I'm married and don't really have to worry about that anymore. I doubt it. He's looking for pickles. That I could have swore we bought. These pickles? Oh, they were back in your blue snack bin that's in the refrigerator. No, I found them, yep. At that age, yeah. At that age, yeah, they are. We need to open that. They're famous Dave's what, sweet and spicy? Pickles. Alright, y'all. I think I'm gonna hop off here and I'm gonna get ready for the bed. Luckily, I don't have to wake up at 4:30. I don't have to get up till 6:30. Go me! Yeah. So, I love you guys. I love you guys. I'm praying for you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.